Hi guys, Andy here, and today we have my Throwback 30 project pan update for November. If you don't know anything about this project pan, this was created by Jessica Lee. This is a Pantastic Ladies collab, and this goes from July 28th of this year to July 28th of next year. And it comprises of 30 Pantastic Lady projects to give you a little taste of every project. If you want to know more about it, I will leave my intro up. But if you want to hear what I'm rolling out, because I have so many rollouts this month, and what we will be rolling in, then just stay tuned. As always, everything I'm wearing is in the description box. And if you like makeup, unboxings, project panning content with a little bit of horror sprinkled in, please consider subscribing, as I would love to have you here. And let's go ahead and get into this month's update. Alright, so so very excited for this month's update. Let's roll up the sleeves because we're feeling feisty. I have finished 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 prompts for this month. So we're going to start with the one that I didn't finish because I've got to give you the suspense. So, that's expensive. Self-explanatory, use something expensive. For me, I pulled out my Pat McGrath lipstick, and this is in the shade Crimson Ecstasy, which is this beautiful red lipstick. I have only worn this 1 out of my 10 uses. I am hoping with it going into December to get a bunch more use on this. Red lipstick is not a shade of lipstick that I wear very often, so it might take me a hot minute to get my 10 uses on this, but I do really like this lipstick. I do really like the shade, so it's just going to take me a minute to get my uses. But I've used it once, so at least it didn't not get used. For skin is in my Kopari Melt, that is my cleansing balm. I'd have to get that. That is actually in my bathroom, but it's not finished yet. I have hit pan. I've hit the bottom on one side, but it's not finished, so I did not feel like grabbing it. I'm going to try really, really hard to have it done for January, like by the end of the year, to have it in my empties, but that might be cutting it close. For Zodiac Panner, that was, what was that one? Sagittarius, and the color story was subdued dark green, gray, black, or brown. So I picked something black, and this is my Melt liner in the shade Onyx. And I have not used this once yet. Listen, it'll get used. I promise. I have a 10 use goal on that, which I probably should have put a 5 use goal, but I was feeling frisky. I was like, it's a black liner. 10 uses. That's so 2000s. I believe for that one, it was, chunky jewelry. Something chunky or bulky. And for that, I picked my Slayfire Mystery Glitter, which is this, like, green and red, which this will be perfect for Christmas time. I might top it over today's look a little later, like before I leave the house, and get a use on it, but currently I'm not wearing it. So I have a 5 use goal on this. I haven't used it once, but like I said, December, I'm really hoping to get some use on that. 50 Shades of Yellow and Gold. Something yellow or gold. And for that, that is my S&B Beauty Yellow Brick Road combo. So one is a loose pigment and one is a loose glitter. I used this 2 more times in November for a total of 4 out of 10 uses. So we're getting there. And the last project that I did not hit pan on, that I didn't hit my goal on, was for Happy Hour, and that was St. Patrick's Day, a green or gold item. And so for that, I picked my Ace Beauté Shadow in the shade fan palm, which is on the inner corner of my eye right there. And I used this 2 more times in the month of November for a total of 4 out of 10 uses on this as well. Now, into the fun stuff. Here, I have to get off the little prop that you guys are on. Sorry for shaking the camera there. The first thing first, I'm so very excited. I'm going to do my best to not spoil my Pan That Palette update. But for monochromatic project pan, for me that was something white. I picked my shade Bear from my Huda Beauty New Nudes palette. I wanted to finish this shade, and look at that. It is gone. I finished this on November 25th. Fully gone. The entire pan is empty. I hit pan on this. Actually, let me look at my Pan That Palette paper. So I hit pan on it February 15th, and I finished it November 25th. That's the first time I've ever fully finished an entire eyeshadow shade, because the other shades in this palette that I have finished are frankened into other things. Like, they're not actually gone yet. So, like, that is the first time I've ever finished an entire eyeshadow, and I am so thrilled. So, that is a project that is rolling out. Next, for It's Panning Cats and Dogs. That was English Mastiff, something with extremely bulky packaging, and for that I picked my Jeffree Star Bloodlust palette because this is bulky packaging, and I wanted to use this no pan left behind style, and I did that. I finally finished this on November 15th. I had used all of the shades in here. Oh, I just stuck my finger into the black shade. We love that. I will say my least favorite shade is a tie between the red, because there's barely any pigment, and this green, because there's also barely any pigment. Like, if you can tell how badly, like, compared to the other shades, that I had to dig my finger into this shade to get it to show up on my lid, I was so frustrated. But the rest of the palette, beautiful. Color story, great. I actually really liked this black with glitter even. So, very happy, but I'm excited that this can get off my desk. I can move on to other palettes. And I used every shade. Let's see. For Day of the Dead, I have both prompts done because there's an A and B prompt. So for prompt A is a yellow item with packaging, color, etc. And for that, I picked my Milani Gold Gloss. And I had a goal to use this 10 times, and I did that. I hit that goal on November 15th, and that is how low it got in 10 uses. I had only used this a handful of times before rolling it into this project. So this is definitely something I should be able to finish here soon, because when you take the stopper out, when you take the doe foot out, there's even less gloss in there, and the doe foot's super big, so I'm excited to be rolling this back into my collection. Very nice gloss, loved it. And for B, that was something with floral packaging, floral scent, as I'm knocking things over. And for that, I picked my Bath & Body Works Fairy Tale Body Cream. This is just one of the minis, and I wanted to finish this, and I did on November 13th. I undid this, squeezed the whole thing out. There's a tiny little bit, but it's all hard and chunked, so this is as good as gone. The scent was lovely. I really do prefer the body creams to the body lotions for Bath & Body Works, and I thought this was a really nice scent. So normally I don't put lotions and things in my empties, but because this was in my project pan, it's going in the empties. For I Heart the 90s, that was Easy Bake Oven, a product that's easy for you to pan. For me, I put in my NYX eyebrow pencil in the shade Cool Ash Brown. That is gone. I finished this on November 24th. I love this eyebrow pencil. I definitely want to pick up another one. I'm very sad that I don't have any eyebrow pencils in my arsenal right now, so very upsetting. But I did really enjoy this. This is rolling out and into my empties. This is Fantasy. That was Gnome, a gemstone or mineral themed product. And for that, I picked this Artist Couture, what is this? Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Summer Hazed, because diamond is a stone, a mineral, or whatever. And I put a 5-use goal on this, and I actually hit my 5th use on it today. I've been using it as like a highlight topper, and I think it is gorgeous. I've been loving it, so this can roll out and back into my collection. And the last prompt that is rolling out is for Golden Girls, and that was for Sophia, a sample size product or an older product in your collection. And I definitely chose an older product. I rolled in this blush. This is from the Natasha Denona Love Cheek Duo. And I just wanted to hit pan. As you can see, I very much hit pan on this. And I did that on the 23rd of November. I want to, by December 31st, I'm going to be digging out whatever is left of this cream because I've had it for over a year. So I definitely want to keep the highlight because I do love this highlighter, but I'm going to dig out the cream. So I definitely need to roll this into another project, but for now, it can go back into my collection. And that is everything that's got some progress, that's rolling out. So we can roll in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 prompts. So let's pull up our Tiny Decisions app and figure out which prompts we're rolling in. Let's see, Throwback 30. We don't have a whole lot of prompts left. So here is our wheel, and we are going to lip service. So let me write that down. I assume lip service is just a lip product. Oh, let me get out my red pen. Randomly select a lip product. So I will have to go through and randomly pick out one of my lips. So let's... Next we have Beauty A to Z. So we're going to randomly select a letter of the alphabet. Right. Beauty A to Z. All right. 2. $50 Shades of Green. A green product, packaging, the product itself. 50 Shades of Green. All right, 3 more. I thought I had it on don't do re-rolls. Ooh, Paranormal Pantivity. That one, I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Demon, a product you were tempted into buying. Okay. 2 more. Ooh, Budget Beauty. I believe that is drugstore. What is Budget Beauty? Yep, a drugstore item, which is most of my collection. So that's basically a gimme. And the last one is 50 Shades of Purple. Nice, nice, nice. 50 Shades of Purple. Alrighty, so I'm going to go off, figure out what products I'm going to grab and what I'm going to put my usage for those as, and I will be right back with those. Alright, I'm back. I'm so sorry that took a minute, but I will be putting up here the screenshots of the things because I had to go through. So first, I had to pick a random number for my lip products. I had 73, so as you see here, I did get number 11. So then I went into my inventory. I use the Notion app for my inventory. I found that works the best for me. And so in my lip products, my first in my 73 lip products, my first brand is NYX. So when you open that up, as you can see, I have a lot of NYX lip products. My 11th lip product is the NYX XXL Lingerie in Naughty Noir. Great, I love this. So I'm not going to swatch it. It is a black liquid lip. It is my favorite black liquid lip. I'm only putting this in for 5 uses just because I had this in a project last year for more uses than that, and I found that when I put this in a project, I don't use it as much because I feel like I'm forced to use it. So I'm only putting this in for 5 uses. That might be a bit of a cop-out, but I really want to get through these prompts. So 5 uses on this. I am happy to have it rolling in. It is my favorite lip product. So next, as you'll see, for Beauty A to Z, I did get the random letter S. And so for that, I am rolling in the NYX Sweet Cheeks. This is the Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse. And I'm specifically rolling in this shade, which is Nude Tude. One of my favorites. This is probably my second favorite shade, but I just really need this right now to go with the blushes that I'm panning. So I'm putting this in for a 10-use goal, which is not going to be hard for me to hit at all. I honestly might have this as a rollout for the next update, but again, I want to be hitting goals on these things, so 10 uses on that. Next, for 50 Shades of Green, I am putting in my St. Angel Sinners and Ice Cream Beauty Friendsgiving palette, specifically the shade Veggies right here. I want to use the palette as a whole, but I want to get 5 uses on this shade Veggies. And just, oh, look at that. Just look at it. This is a brand new palette to me, and I want to get some use on it. I like having one palette in this project at a time. Like, that's not too overwhelming to me. And since we're rolling out the Bloodlust palette, I feel like rolling a new palette in is totally fine. And the fact that, like, I don't have to use this palette as a whole, but, like, I want to. But specifically, we're going to work on that green shade, 5 uses. For Paranormal Pantivity, that was Demon, a product you were tempted into buying. Shadow sticks, I do not use them, but everyone does and talks so highly of them. This one specifically is the e.l.f. No Bud Shadow Stick from their Mint Melt collection in the shade Melt With Me. This is a brown with a bit of shimmer. It's like a bronze. It is right there. It's very chocolatey. I figure I could use this as a base for some of my looks. Try and get some use on it. See if I like it. All those things. So I just put a 5-use goal on this because I've had this in my collection for probably a year now and I've never even used it. So a 5-use goal on that guy. Which, let's put that with my eyeliners right there. Next, for budget beauty, something drugstore. I needed a bronzer in my rotation right now, so this is the Makeup Revolution Mega Bronzer in 01 Cool. This thing is humongous. I'm putting a 10 use goal on this. I've never used it on the face, but that's a swatch of it. Hate that for me, but feels great. I'm excited to try this. I've heard good things about it. Put that back there. We'll put that there. Alright, 10 uses on that. And last but not least, for roll-ins, 50 Shades of Purple. This is a Profusion eye base in the shade Good Vibes. It's a pigment paint. And I have never used these, but that is the shade there. I figure this could be a good eye base for that eyeshadow palette. It could be a good base for some of the other things that I'm working on, but yeah, I've never used these, and I have 4 of them. So I just put a 5 use goal on this because I don't even really know how they work. I don't know how they're going to perform on the eyes. So we shall see. But that is everything for this month's update. I feel really good about it, actually. Going forward. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. If you're doing this project, let me know. I would love to watch your videos. And if there's any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in the comments down below because I love talking to you guys down there. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.